We may have some other seats filled by independents or FDM. He's calling for unity and cooperation amongst candidates, should that be the outcome. But of course, we won't know until late tomorrow night. We'll be bringing you in a live panel show from our studios at Bermuda Broadcasting. Rick Richardson will be hosting our analyst panel. We'll have various pundits joining us in studio live to speak about the results as they come in. Myself and my colleague Gary Foster Skelton will be there right with you, bringing you results as soon as they're uploaded onto the parliamentary website, the elections.gov website. But we'll be sure to bring you everything as it unfolds on the day. So what a day will be in store for us tomorrow. We'll be visiting various polls throughout the day to see how candidates are doing, greeting their prospective voters during the day. And it looks like they're getting ready to start right now. Should we be, as Bermudians, considering so many are already struggling to make ends meet?
I think this is where we have to, well, first of all, we have to always keep our hope. I think it's very easy to go, woe is me, and to take a step back and then to start the panic. But the panic button has never helped anyone, and I can assure you that absolutely no scene of a crime I've attended, no matter of the regimen I've ever attended, has ever been solved by panicking.
Is the public going to hear and see a different party?
I'm looking forward to really our work on committees as well. The Standing Orders Committee, we do have some views on the standing orders of that is the way the House is run right now.
So, Ms. Webb, thank you very much. We're live on Bermuda Broadcasting. We've just wrapped up your statements here at Taste, but thank you so much for your contributions and for giving back in this way. You said you've come out of semi-retirement to come into the race. But if I can get you on one specific issue, you've listed in your 10-point plan you intend to engage in another Coxall clean sweep to address gangs and criminal activity. Can you walk me through that?
Well, I use that term because I think people understand what that means. And if they don't, it basically means that we bring a team of people to actually look very seriously at the whole gang issue and violence, of course, and crime generally, and how we can address it.
The Teen Haven property is located just a stone's throw away from the city of Hamilton, where it has served as a lifeline for young mothers and their children since the late 1970s. Now it remains to be seen what will become of this property and those who service it following tomorrow's court judgment. Jasmine Patterson reporting for Bermuda Broadcasting News. To start shortly, hear from candidates for the Progressive Labour Party, Tanae Furbert and Neville Tyrrell, talking on the subject of seniors and other party platform initiatives that they presented last week. Now, we, of course, heard from the OBA this morning. We'll also have some coverage from the FDM, who held a press conference earlier this morning. And so we're expecting the candidates to be joining us shortly. Of course, the subject of seniors would be a very hot topic heard on the doorsteps. Of course, Bermuda has an aging population. Somewhat of more than a quarter of our population will be made up of those aged 65 and older by the end of this year. That's according to government statistics. So, of course, lots of concerns about affordable health care, housing, as well as medical care at home for those families seeking support. And, of course, we've heard the PLP talk a lot about providing support for the sandwich generation. That's the middle generation that, of course, are raising children as well as having to take care of their elder parents and family members. So we are expecting to hear some of that this morning.
Sharif Wales, the owner of Fresh Limited, told us quite bluntly why his store hasn't made any money. The discount store he opened in the heart of Hamilton opened 2 years ago to provide low-cost goods, initially capping the price of all products at $6. He's made around 80 sales per day, but to break even, the shop, he said, needed around 175 in sales.
I find it a very frustrating situation with my desire to give Bermudians that break they need. And the question I have is, if we've been asking for it and in some sense crying, shouting for this concept, how is it failing?
After researching third-party vendors, he found a supplier in Canada. There was a lot of buzz when the store first opened, but it appears to have waned. After 2 years, was the key factor location or consumer habits?
A lot of people still didn't know we were here, but, I'm throwing money in the fire.
Mr. Wales considered raising his prices to keep the doors open, but he said it would defeat the purpose of the store. He says high rental costs also played a part in the decision to close. Not wanting to upset his small core of repeat customers, he tried a new marketing push on social media 8 months ago, but the numbers failed to materialize. He claims businesses like his forced other retailers to drop their prices and worries whether the opposite will happen once he's gone.
Maybe a bit more time. Would you consider this concept somewhere else?
So a bunch of people are like, well, come to St. David's or come east or go west. I'm leaving where the people are to go somewhere where there's less people. Now, if you want to go shopping for this type of thing, you're going out of your way, right? So to me, that's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I'm either going to be in town where the people are, where they generally come anyway.
We asked shoppers how they felt about the news of the closure.
My son came here every week and picked up products, so we're sad to see that he's closing, and hopefully he'll find another location soon. People are suffering. People don't have money like that anymore, so that could be a factor.
I don't see no reason why it should be shutting down. I think people should support it. Because I come here not that often, but every time I come in here, I can find something that I need. So I think I'm sorry to hear that it's shutting down.
And how do you find the price points?
I think the price is very reasonable, yeah.
In my opinion, I think it's probably just the location that killed them and the high price of rents in this area. But I think if they was to go elsewhere, they'd do great.
Were you a regular shopper here?
I came when they first opened, but it's not really stuff that I need, but I still want to come and support them. Yeah.
What was the best part of the store for you?
Price.
And it's not the end of the road. Mr. Wales is planning to open Champs Online, offering customers savings through the web. Shoppers have until September 15th before doors are set to close. Jasmine Patterson reporting for Bermuda Broadcasting News.